This content is recreated to fit YouTube's policies, fair use, and licensed content. Welcome back to another episode of Whip Media TV. I'm your host, Whip Media Mickey, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Join the Vibe Tribe. And if you feel generous and want to leave me a tip for my extra hard work and my editing skills, I'll leave the Cash App link down below. Okay, on today's episode, Vibe Tribe, I cover Back to the Future. In 1985, teenager Marty McFly lives in Hill Valley, California, with his depressed, alcoholic mother, Lorraine, his older siblings, who are professional and social failures, and his meek father, George, who is bullied by his supervisor, Biff Tannen. After Marty's band fails a music audition, he confides in his girlfriend, Jennifer Parker, that he fears becoming like his parents despite his ambitions. That night, Marty meets his eccentric scientist friend, Emmett Doc Brown, in the Twin Pines Mall parking lot. Doc unveils a time machine built from a modified DeLorean powered by plutonium he swindled from Libyan terrorists. After Doc inputs a destination time of November 5th, 1955, the day he first conceived his time travel invention, the terrorists then arrive unexpectedly and gun him down. See, Marty flees in the DeLorean, inadvertently activating time travel when he reaches 88 miles per hour, 142 kilometers per hour. Arriving in 1955, Marty discovers he has no plutonium to return. While exploring a burgeoning Hill Valley, Marty encounters his teenage father and discovers Biff was bullying George even then. George falls into the path of an oncoming car while spying on the teenager Lorraine changing clothes, and Marty is knocked unconscious while saving him. He wakes to find himself tended by Lorraine, who becomes infatuated with him. Marty tracks down and convinces a younger Doc that he's from the future, but Doc explains the only source available in 1955 capable of generating the power required for time travel is a lightning bolt. Marty shows Doc a flyer that documents an up-and-coming lightning strike at the town's courthouse. As Marty's siblings begin to fade from a photo he is carrying with him, Doc realizes Marty's actions are altering the future and jeopardizing his existence. You see, Lorraine was supposed to tend to George instead of Marty after the car accident. Early attempts to get his parents acquainted fail, and Lorraine's infatuation with Marty deepens. Lorraine asks Marty to the school dance, and he plots to feign inappropriate advances on her, allowing George to intervene and rescue her. But the plan goes wrong when Biff's gang locks Marty in the trunk of a performing band's car. While Biff forces himself onto Lorraine, George arrives expecting to find Marty, but is assaulted by Biff. After Biff hurts Lorraine, an enraged George knocks him unconscious and escorts the grateful Lorraine to the dance. Now the band frees Marty from their car, but the lead guitarist injures his hand in the process, so Marty takes his place, performing while George and Lorraine share their first kiss. With his future no longer in jeopardy, Marty heads to the courthouse to meet Doc. Now Doc discovers a letter from Marty warning him about his future and rips it. Worried about his consequences to save Doc, Marty recalibrates the DeLorean to return 10 minutes before he left the future. The lightning strikes, sending Marty back to 1985, but the DeLorean breaks down, forcing Marty to run back to the mall. He arrives as Doc is being shot. While Marty grieves at his side, Doc sits up, revealing he pieced Marty's notebook back together and wore a bulletproof vest. He takes Marty home and departs to 2015 in the DeLorean. Marty wakes the next morning to discover his father is now a confident and successful science fiction author, and his mother is fit and happy. His siblings are successful, and Biff is a servile valet in George's employ. As Marty reunites with Jennifer, Doc suddenly reappears in the DeLorean, insisting they return with him to the future to save their children from terrible fates. Back to the Future. Okay, so here it is. Life lessons from the movie Back to the Future. Number 1. The power of determination. One of the main messages of the movie is that you can achieve anything you want if you are determined and work hard for it. Marty McFly's unwavering determination to find a way back to the future despite the obstacles he faced is a great example of this. Number 2. Your actions have consequences. The movie highlights the importance of being mindful of the choices you make and how they can have lasting consequences. For instance, when Marty goes back in time and accidentally alters his parents' meeting, he creates a chain of reaction that threatens his very existence. Number 3. Embrace change. Back to the Future encourages us to embrace change and not to be afraid of it. Doc Brown, who is a great role model for this lesson, is always excited about the unknown and willing to take risks to pursue his passions. Number 4. Respect your elders. The movie also teaches us the value of respecting our elders and listening to their wisdom. Doc Brown is a quirky character, but he's also a wise mentor to Marty, guiding him through his time travel adventures. And number 5. The importance of a friendship. Marty's friendship with Doc Brown is a central theme in the movie. It shows us how important it is to have friends who support and encourage us, especially during difficult times. Until next time, Mickey made it.